Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So guys, how many people is too many people to sleep with? Recently, the whole internet was having that very discussion. So guys, I want to start out with the post that I believe sparked this whole conversation. It was a tweet by a lady who said, sexually active for 10 years, no relationship is only 3 a year. She goes on to say, and this is exactly why counting bodies is absolutely ridiculous. And so basically she's saying, hey, I've been sexually active for 10 years, and within those 10 years, I've let 3 guys each year bust those cheeks. And so somebody responded back to her and said, 30 bodies and no relationship? Which she responded, 30 bodies, not a lot. Stop it. So there sparked the whole conversation. It was on Spiritual Word. I saw it in a few other pretty popular platforms, and we're going to check out these comments. Let's see what the people have to say. Is 30 bodies a lot of bodies, especially for a woman? And yes, it does matter. So our first commenter posts with the cringe emoji and says, yes, the F it is. So she agrees. She says, hey, 30 bodies is kind of crazy. Next commenter, this guy says, who counting? With the laughing emoji. Some people don't count. Usually it's when they've lost count, right? When it's been way too much. Next commenter says, I don't even got 30 contacts in my phone, with the dead emoji. Female commenter says, yes, the F it is. So far, most people are like, hey, yeah, 30 bodies is a lot. It's on the spectrum of a lot of bodies, right? Next comment. This woman says, I sense lies in these comments. I don't know what she means by that. I'm assuming that she means women are capping and trying to act like they don't have 30 bodies along with this chick. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Comment down below. This commenter says, it's over 7 billion people on Earth. Y'all do the math. She's basically implying 30 bodies doesn't seem like a lot when you take into consideration that there's 7 billion people on the earth. Well, with that type of logic, everything changes, right? Next, this female commenter says, when you grown, that shit don't matter. Yeah, right. She says when you're grown, body counts don't matter. Come on, lady. Stop it. Next commenter, that's actually not a lot. Juju responds. Juju has a very high body count based on this response, and so do 70 people who like this coffee.
Like my coffee like I like my women.
This commenter says, oh wow, with the big eyes, right? Tiffany Fox, blue check. I don't know, man. I see a blue check and I see it on a woman. I just think you're selling cat. I'm sorry. I don't know why my mind just goes there. No disrespect to Tiffany Fox. Next commenter says, damn, that's horrible. And she spelled horrible specifically that way. She's trying to throw some shade. This commenter says, it's not a lot until you absorb these people's energy, STDs, and can't go back, with a sad face. But most of us don't learn until the deed is done. Another sad face. People gonna hate this response, but it's literally real life. A lot of facts in that comment. All right, so next here we have a woman who says, if it's a lot to you, hold yourself to the same standard and date someone who agrees. Problem solved. See, women like this who think, hey, people who love people with high body counts, just find people with high body counts. If you like this, just find people like that. Life doesn't work that way. And this specific comment, the reason why I'm really focusing on it, it had a bunch of people in the bottom talking about, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, why doesn't everybody think this way? That's just not the way life works. There is a correct way to live, right? There are standards. That's what these type of comments try to take away. And from the looks of it, most people think 10 years with no real relationship and a 30-person body count is a red flag. What do you guys think? Comment down below. This commenter says, most of y'all have more than 30. Yeah, I think most of the women in specific in these posts have more than 30 bodies, and we're going to talk more about that later. This commenter says, your body and your decision, but also respect when somebody doesn't want someone with that many, men and women. Yeah, you know, women don't take kindly to a guy looking at him and saying, wait, what's your body count? If you're the type that asks, I don't suggest you ask that question. First, it comes off immature. And second, women aren't going to tell you the truth. They're going to lie to your face. In most cases, they just lie. But what she said there sounds really simple. But, leaving a woman because of a high body count is like leaving a man because he's broke and telling him that you left him because he's broke. This commenter says, y'all really be oversharing on these apps. I agree. But keep on because, you got to keep this YouTube channel going. This commenter says, you really have no idea how low or how high someone's count is. People lie. I think women lessen their body count while men usually exaggerate it. So she said, people lie, move away, inflate any other number or things to present themselves a certain way. All right, so back to the tweet that sparked this whole controversial discussion online that was trending. This woman said, hey, 30 bodies is not that bad. And majority of people looks like they kind of disagreed. Now, I know the people that probably didn't comment probably agreed with her, but just didn't want to look like 304s, right? They didn't want to be judged because we would have judged you. That's facts. Here's something that I could almost guarantee you is a fact. I bet you most modern women today don't think a number like 30 is a lot. A lot of women don't understand that 25 to 30 bodies is a lot of bodies. They think they're being moderate. And that's for two reasons. It's really just a lack of being able to put yourself in other people's shoes. Women aren't that good at relating to the average man. When they're talking to the average man and a guy hears, oh yeah, 30 bodies in 10 years. He's like, what? Women today are having more sex than men. But women don't understand that they're having more sex than men because they only see the men which they find attractive. The rest of the guys who they don't find attractive, that 80%, because they're chasing that 20% of men. They're not even hanging out with you. Maybe once in a while if she's got you in the friend zone, but they're not even talking about busting cheeks with you because they don't want to make it weird. You're her friend. They have an unrealistic understanding of what it's really like for most men out here. So most men hear 30 bodies and it is a lot. While a woman is sitting there thinking of the guys who she's let hit and been like, oh, those guys are just straight, dogs. They'll hit anything. And oh my gosh, all they think about is sex. Well, you can't base your understanding about body count as a woman on your experience and the men that you deal with because you're chasing after a small percentage of men. Understand that the rest of the people out here who are sexless, yes, recent study talked about how there's a Tinder study that talked about how the number of sexless men has tripled in 2022. The majority of people, especially men, think 30 bodies is a lot. Now, the question is, why should you care, right? What does that have to do with you? You don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, we're going to get to that. I forgot to tell you guys the second reason. The second reason women usually don't understand they think that 30 or whatever body count they have is not a lot is because women think about it like this. They look back and say, I wish you could have seen how many guys wanted to smash who I didn't let smash. And so they're comparing. They're like, dude, it's been a year and I let 3 guys hit, 500 likes in my DMs, right, on my dating app. I got approached over 100 times. I could have effed hundreds of dudes if I gave every guy an opportunity. Out of 100, I picked 3. To her, it doesn't seem that bad, right? But going back to why should women care? Well, they should care because eventually it matters. It does. And posting things like your body count, 30 bodies proudly, especially on the internet where it's not going to go away anytime soon and people like me are waiting to talk about it on a public platform. I'll just be more careful the way I live my life. It's a reputation thing. It's a bonding thing. And then there's the concept of being an alpha widow, right? Chasing for that one guy who hit it so good, you're probably never going to get it again, but you're looking for that guy in the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. Those are the dangers, right? There's a lot of dangers. But as always, man, interesting topic and curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Do you think 30 bodies in 10 years and no relationship is a bad look? Comment down below. I appreciate you guys for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, man. I'm out. Peace.